Hi Aquarius, my sun sign brothers and sisters. Welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. With that said, remember these are general readings. Use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So I just want to say that there are some changes coming to the Radiant Nation. So stay tuned, stick with me. I know when obviously I tried to do the whole fortnightly reading, nobody enjoyed it. And, you know, I had a lot of complaints and a lot of emails and stuff. So I get it. I listen to you guys, and ultimately I wouldn't be here without you. So obviously I want to co-create this space with you, but it's important for me that I keep all of this funky and fresh, and it's also important that I'm able to continue doing my client work and somewhere in all of this as well find, you know, a little bit of time and space to have a bit of a life. All right, so thank you for your understanding. Stick with me. I think you're going to really like what I'm bringing you moving forward, because it just makes more sense. All right, so your key to the week this week is your card, right? We've got the Star card. Glimpses into the future. Interesting, because I've just given you a glimpse into the future of Radiant Reality on the YouTube side of things anyway. So that's really exciting to me. What this also suggests is that there is hope and optimism in all of these different areas of life for the things that you are trying to achieve. What I love most about the Star card is it tends to show up when there is a newfound trust or faith within the self and the universe, right? This is where you find it in you to say, you know what? That didn't break me, it made me stronger, and in many ways it's actually made my life better. So there's a newfound sense of self-trust and universal connection, and also there are glimpses into the future. So let's have a look. For your actions and options, you've got the Seven of Cups. Okay, so look, one way that this potentially shows up for you is that you think, wow, you know what, this is all looking great, so I'll take a second helping and a third helping. My advice to you on this front is going to be this, right? You already have a lot on your plate. This is not a week to add more, all right? If anything, this is a time to wrap up the tasks that you have, get them finished, get them complete so that you can move on to other things. In terms of the options that are available to you this week, there might be new opportunities that show up. I gotta be honest, right? Because the Star card suggests that these will be really good things, but if you are going to take these, there will be something else that you have to let go of. There's no getting around it, right? If this is kind of like, let's say you're holding a whole bunch of shopping in your hands like this, right? And someone's got a big wad of cash and they chuck it to you. You've got two options. You can let it drop to the floor, right? Or you can drop the stuff that's in your hands in order to catch that. And that's how I'm seeing this play out. There's something that you'll need to give up or to sacrifice this week in order to go for another opportunity. Only you are going to know whether this is worth it to you. So think hard about it, right? Really think about where it could go. This is a week for you to play mental chess, okay? Think so ever many moves ahead. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Knight of Cups. There's the offer, right? Like literally the Knight of Cups is usually solid offers, opportunities that come in. This is coming through the work, through the career, through your academics as well, all very possible. I love this because the opportunities are there. They are really good. They're really worthwhile. And yet you've got things on the table already that are really worthwhile. So you have to make the distinction and the decision for yourself, which is more worthy, right? For what it is that I want to achieve. When it comes to those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this could be like, let's say you get offered a TA position, maybe you get headhunted, they offer you something. It's like you're tempted to take on more work here. I'm not entirely sure that is the way to go. If you can complete the tasks that you already have in the works, you'll know by Tuesday what you need to wrap up. You're going to know very early on in the week, right? When it comes to your those of you that are employed by somebody else, love this. There are good conversations about where your work and your level of quality of work right now potentially takes you. If this is the case, don't take it as a pat on the back and just go back to the nose on the grindstone. Take it on the back, right? Take the pat on the back, but then follow up with, okay, can we set a conversation? Let's say, I think this is probably going to be around the end of July, the beginning of August, in order to readdress this, to see if there's like a promotion or other opportunities open to me that at the moment I'm not really at liberty to accept. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, same kind of deal. I gotta be honest, I don't think for you guys there is going to be leeway on this coming up again. And if it does, it will potentially be a bit of a surprise, right? So at the moment, if you're a business owner, it really is about choosing what you feel is more relevant for where you are going, for how your business is developing, etc. And asking yourself, is this realistic at this time? For those of you that are retired and no longer working for any reason, it could actually be you that is providing the opportunity for somebody else. If this is the case, that Seven of Cups suggests that they're either not ready or they've got too much on their plate, and it's probably things that you're not aware of, right? There's something going on in the background that you haven't really got any clarity on right now. For your love and relations, you've got the Nine of Cups. So much water energy this week, and it wasn't just your sign, right? There's been a lot of watery energy around the zodiac this week, so I'm intrigued as to what's going on, right? There's obviously something on the wider world stage that has something to do with water. Touch wood, I hope it's not a tsunami or something along those lines. I did talk about that though in the numerology, universal numerology for the year. I did talk about things happening on the seas or in the nautical world as well. So I think we're going to see something with the seas, the oceans, ocean liners, the nautical world in terms of the navies and all the rest of it. So it'll be interesting to see how this shapes up. That's an interruption. Back to this. For your love, relationships and partnerships, if you are single, Nine of Cups, there are options. There are options, there are opportunities for you to date. There are opportunities for you to connect with somebody. There are probably more than one option. That Seven of Cups, you're not seeing them completely clearly, right? And this may be because you're so sort of like, oh, I'm getting all this attention, which is great. Bask in it, love it, have fun with it, but don't put all your eggs in this basket, because you're probably not seeing them exactly as they really are. All right. Now, when it comes to those of you that are partnered, married, in long-term commitments, there might be talks of baby making, having more children if you've already got children, having a child if you're just starting a family. Lots of talks about this and where things are, where you want them to go. I think have the conversation, right? Because if anything, it's going to be wonderful to plan such things. And what that means is you're one of the few sort of people that is actually able to make plans for it rather than like, oh, okay, we're pregnant. So, keep that in consideration. Before we get to your money and materials, the Lunar Lacuna is up and out there for your joining pleasure. If you want to get your seat, if you want to be a part of it, it is a 12-month walk around the zodiac using the celestial cycles of the moon, moon magic, moon manifesting. We're talking energy work, astrology. Trust me, this is going to be great. You can pay monthly or you can pay annually. It's completely up to you. We've already got a really good bunch of people. I'm really excited to see where this is going to go, and you get lots of goodies and bonuses once you get in there as well. So if you want to check that out, there's links in the description box below, and there's links for the launch video so that you can get obviously I can't give you so much detail here because it's a short video, but check those out so that you can get an inside scoop on what it is and how you can make it work for you. For your money and materials, you have the King of Wands, right? So this tells me that you are connecting with a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who is probably going to be quite instrumental for you on a financial level moving forward. This is you making a move that potentially puts the capstone on something that you've worked really hard on in your business, in your personal life, that has a financial element to it. You've got this with the Star card, which means there is whatever you're setting into motion this week, it has far-reaching ripples in terms of your resources in a really positive and beneficial way. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is a lot of energy, a lot of passion. It's also a lot of laughter, right? So the home is going to be a place of joy, a place of laughter. There's going to be wonderful things for you to share this week as well, which I'm really excited about. This with that Knight of Cups as well, some of the opportunities that show up for you this week, I think you are going to be over the moon with. All right, all in all, not a bad week at all. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.